Bug by bird.
No, Daniel, he would have had a cape.
The black-suited Superman?
Oh, not black suit. Sorry, black suit didn't have a cape. I thought you were saying Nick Cage's Superman was gonna have a cape. Yeah, see, that was.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nick Cage has long hair. That's really weird.
I've seen a couple where he had longer hair. That's it. I want James Gunn to just get Nicolas Cage to be his Superman. I don't want him to go with a younger actor. I want Nick Cage.
I got confused. I forgot that James Gunn also did the DC stuff.
Oh, he's in charge of DC now. So.
Because I knew he was doing Marvel stuff. I forgot he was doing DC stuff. So you said
He's
James Gunn,
yeah.
Superman, and I was like,
He apparently just did well enough with Suicide Squad that they were just like, yep, you get to be in charge of DC now.
Save point! Hooray!
And like, Suicide Squad was fun. It was just, I don't know, not put somebody in charge of your entire movie franchise or whatever universe.
who? What?
James Gunn. Like, I thought that Suicide Squad was fun. I just didn't think it was put somebody in charge of your entire universe fun.
Well, somebody needs to be in charge of their vision.
Oh yeah. At least they've got one person in charge of it now. That is super dope. I want to play Contact by Daft Punk. That is a dope song.
What?
It's a sculpt.
Oh, okay. Ooh. That's cool.
Oh. Now we're all quiet again.
Yeah.
I went on
Sorry.
my DC
Well, I
rant
mean, this
that
is like the
carried
final
over
episode.
from the end of the
Usually
last
we run out of
episode.
steam. Start running out of steam around the last game.
Yeah. Well, it's getting late. I'm tired. It's like almost 8 o'clock.
I don't think I can walk back home.
I'll give you a ride. That's fine.
I won't.
Oh, how dare you?
But that's just because William's already giving you a ride, and it would be awkward for me to take half and him to take half.
Just stretch him across our two cars,
Uh-huh.
like
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
You do the splits as we, you put one foot on each of the
That'd be
mirrors.
epic.
Have you seen that? Oh, hold on. I have a video for you. Do you know who
Wasn't there-
Jean-Claude Van Damme is?
There was like a Jackie Chan.
I think
then
so,
there was
but
an-
Jean-Claude Van Damme's thing is like he's got legs sculpted to perfection.
What
was an
movie was it
ad
where they
where-
referenced that?
They did it in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the one.
Are you talking about the ad?
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have seen that.
Not CGI'd, by the way.
I believe it.
He actually did that.
Yeah, you're talking. Oh yeah, it's for Volvo trucks.
Yeah.
I don't think I realized it was a Volvo.
Oh,
ad.
hey, 13 items on my wish list are on sale.
And they play like, don't they play Enya during this? Yeah, they do. Who can say this one, right?
Yup.
Yeah. Just making sure that's the one that you would see. Do you know this? How nervous this probably made them? Okay, guys, you can't drive too far apart because, like, we've got to attach him to at least one of these trucks. Who? Jean-Claude Van Damme. For this Volvo Trucks commercial.
Oh. There's
No,
a game happening,
Oh,
and I
that,
totally
yeah.
spaced.
You know, like, I was dying about that when that popped up in Thor, and Kristen was just like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, well, Jean-Claude Van Damme was an action star. He did the splits and a thing. I loved Love and Thunder. I thought that was a super fun movie. Apparently, a lot of people thought it was awful, and I was like, no, dude, this is just
Well, in my opinion, it was really good, but they took the character of Thor and made him a little too himbo in that one.
I loved how himbo he was. I thought it was funny. It did read a little like fan fiction.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It did read a
Because
little bit
after
that way.
that, Chris Hemsworth said he didn't want to work with
Taika. again.
Taiko anymore. Yeah.
Kill the cleric.
Yeah, they did kind of take his character a little far.
They did. I thought it was fun, but also, Kristen made this point. View the entire thing for what it is, and that is that it's told from the point of view of Korg. Because Korg is telling the story. At the beginning and end, it opens and closes with Korg telling the story. So
Fair
if
point.
you look at it as Korg is the narrator, and this is all told from Korg's perspective, it kind of shifts that a little bit in the movie. And makes sense why things are so over the top and the way that they are.
And that the CGI is bad.
I didn't think the CGI was that
The
bad.
floating head.
Okay.
Floating head.
The child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a Marvel thing right now.
Yeah.
They're
They
underpaying everyone.
They are underpaying everyone, so there's a lot of that goes through.
No, I can't.
I also heard stuff about bad CG in Ant-Man, and I didn't think it was that bad.
I want to go see that.
It's good.
Yeah, I
I
haven't seen
need
it
to
yet.
go see every Marvel movie that has come out in the past 2 years.
I think it's a little too late to see it in theaters. Have you watched? You haven't watched Wakanda Forever then yet.
Nope. I
Now-
didn't
They're
watch
both-
the first Black Panther movie either.
You should watch those. Those are
I
really
Um,
yeah, I've been meaning
The
to,
first
I
one's
just
really
didn't.
good. The second one kind of has a everyone happy Disney ending, which was weird.
well. It's what they needed to. What they were trying to do was make it so they could keep using Namor and have Namor be a hero because he was kind of the antagonist of this movie.
But isn't he kind of a bad guy in the comics anyway?
No. Not. Well, at the beginning,
At
yes.
the beginning, yes, which is what they did with this.
I
did
feel like
think
they
that
should have played it like they did.
They mispronounce his name throughout the whole movie, though.
No, they said it Namor because they changed the origin of his name. Instead of him being like, I thought the Romans were cool, so my name is Roman backwards. His name comes from Namor, which is no love. It's because he was a child with no love. And it's actually a really cool origin.
Oh my
because
word.
He took it from the Spaniards that he killed because they killed his mother. And they called him the child with no love, La Namor. And so he's just like, so I became Namor.
So, I haven't seen the movie,
Uh-huh.
but I've seen a lot of people who hated his characterization so much that they're like, oh yeah, Namor and Namor, two different characters. Totally.
They are very different, but I actually
I think they
really
could
liked what they
potentially
did.
play it off that way.
I liked the way that they handled his character though. Like I understand why some people might not have, but I didn't mind it. I did think that was a lot cooler than I liked the Romans, so my name is Roman backwards.
Okay, that was not something that Namor himself came up with.
Was it?
That
not?
was the author.
Oh, okay.
And he just
I
thought the
thought that-
name sounded noble.
I thought that Namor had said something along those lines at one point, but
If he did, it wasn't in his first appearance.
fair enough.
It would have been years later.
Yeah. The one thing that I haven't really liked that Marvel's done recently was they put oh crap, his name's gone from my brain. The floating head.
MODOK.
MODOK. They put MODOK in Ant-Man, and he is far too silly.
And it's not the
MODOK.
that's from the comics.
No,
it's a different
it's not.
person.
They,
Okay,
he-
so
he's MODOK, but he's not like comics MODOK. He's silly.
No, I mean straight
So-
up, he's a completely different person.
Oh yeah, he's a completely different person. That everything about MODOK has changed, but they call him MODOK, and he's a giant floating head with tiny limbs.
So, everything that they have put out
Uh-huh.
for MODOK
Uh-huh.
outside of the comics
Uh-huh.
has been really mocking the character.
I'm like, I get that because, I mean, he's a giant floating head with
Yes.
tiny limbs. Like, yes, laugh at the man, but also do the character justice at some point, maybe.
Well, yeah, you can make a funny character that's still a threat.
Yeah.
Eggman.
Yeah, that Jim Carrey's Eggman is a very good example of how to handle a character and make them funny while still making them intimidating and a problem for the characters to deal with.
I really hope that Jim Carrey comes back for the threequel on that one.
I kind of hope so too, but also if Sonic 2 really is his last movie he does, then his final line will be later haters. For everybody that was like had bashed him over the years and everything. But
Okay. I don't think they will be taking him on any press tours, though.
no. No.
When they presented that trailer for Sonic 2,
Uh-huh.
and he shows up beforehand, and he's like, my Scottish grandfather, and he eats the camera at the end.
Uh-huh.
It was like, what the heck are you doing?
It was just young Jim Carrey, but he'd become geriatric.
Oh,
I think he method acts just a little bit less nowadays too.
He does.
Yes.
Well, that's because he realized it was not good for his mental health. Like, the dude has gone on a Zen journey. Like, he quit acting for a while and just went and lived in the mountains.
And painted.
Painted.
and
That's fantastic.
Sonic 2 was his first sequel that he had done since
And
Ace Ventura 2.
Yeah.
Because he refused to do sequels. And he doesn't sign multi-movie deals
Yeah.
because of that movie.
Yep.
Did he just not like the production on it or something?
He didn't like the movie.
I
thought-
like Ace Ventura too, but also, like,
I get it.
I get it. The director for Ace Ventura went on a whole big spiritual thing too, and I'm sure that that's part of why Jim Carrey did. And that and Jim Carrey was just, like, depressed. But,
He was his character at the beginning of Yes Man.
yeah. Essentially.
Yeah.
And his serious roles weren't being taken seriously.
I
because-
did not like Jim Carrey for the longest time,
Yeah?
and then I watched Yes Man again.
Have you watched The Truman Show?
No, I
That
haven't.
one's a good one. I had that on Blu-ray.
That one's a good one. That's
Well, okay. 'Cause
Kristen doesn't like over the top Jim Carrey, but she loved Yes Man or Truman Show. She liked Yes Man. Okay.
I'm up here now.
I thought Jim Carrey was a one-trick pony.
Ah, that's fair. Because I mean, a lot of his early career is that.
Yes.
Except for like, I mean, there's a few things like Once Bitten that was less over the top because he just, he's a hapless teenager who's in love with this mature older woman, but then she's a vampire. And it was a comedy. But
How do we get on this subject?
I
don't know.
There's a lot of backtracking to get to there. Actors and
Okay.
MCUs.
So, whatever.
Welcome,
Jim
welcome
Carrey.
to the world of ADHD trains.
Maybe we should get our thoughts together.
Nah.
Ah,
Well, they're all
The
in
chaos
one
is the fun
place.
part.
It's just that
Well, I mean, it's Daniel's fighting right now.
Yeah.
We can roast him, or we can talk about
fish.
But
Why are you fighting fish, dude? That's so rude and mean.
I feel like Jim Carrey and Robin Williams both had the same issue, and that is just people didn't take their serious roles seriously enough, or they didn't look at them and understand that they were a person. They just viewed them as a cartoon character, essentially.
You might want to heal.
But you watched Yes Man and realized that he had more range than you thought.
Yeah.
That one was a fun one. I don't think it was his best role by any means.
Oh
but
no.
But it was fun.
I was also in some good company when I watched it. So.
Yeah.
Can I turn around,
I-
please?
I am still very, because I watched it with cast members,
Oh, okay.
and I'm still very fond of a lot of them.
A lot of them, not all of them.
Well, I mean, if someone was like, "Oh yeah, you remember when we were in this show and we did this stuff?" and I was like, "Oh, that was the best."
Yeah.
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 Oh my word.
Sorry, I got caught up in Daniel's playing.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes you have a cast that you just gel with.
Yeah. I haven't experienced that since I was 18 and then I think it was, I don't remember if it was Laughing Room Only or Death by Chocolate that was my last one. Laughing Room Only.
I remember watching Death by Chocolate.
It was Laughing Room Only that was my last one because I played the detective in that one. And I hardly remember it. I just know I was detective.
No, Christopher was in place.
Oh yeah, I did I was in Fools, I was in Laughing Room Only, Death by Chocolate, like we had said. I was in a couple other ones, I feel like.
Fools is such a bad play.
It is. But it's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yes? Oh, no.
We got an AP up.
I was like, oh, are we ending?
Well, we're not at a save point yet. Hard to end when we can't save. But yeah, no, I did a few plays.
Yeah.
Not really school plays ever. I mean, I was in The King and I in 6th grade.
I remember going to see that one, too.
Yeah, I was basically an extra in that one.
Yeah, ensemble.
Ensemble, yeah. I played
don't-
one of the children.
Get out of the way, extras.
Yep. Out of the way, extras!
If you're lucky when you're doing community theater, people don't do that. But I've worked with people on a few shows where they've been, I am the most attractive
A
person
diva.
here, and you are not worthy of my attention.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude.
I am the lead. Meh. I think I
Yeah.
auditioned for Aladdin in 7th grade, and then, like, for some reason I didn't even make it into the ensemble. They probably just forgot to print my name on there, or my ADHD just didn't find my name on the list. So I never auditioned for another school play again.
That's okay. School plays are overrated.
Okay, my senior year, though, like, the plays that they did were the biggest ones that the school has done in a long time. Or had done in a long time. And
Phantom of the Opera.
I
was
don't think
cool.
they've topped
Yeah.
it since then, because Phantom sold so well.
Phantom did really well, and then
then
the Shakespeare play
Macbeth.
that year.
They did Macbeth.
Was it Shakespeare?
Or, no,
Yeah,
Hamlet?
it was Macbeth.
Macbeth. Yeah, they did
Because
Macbeth that year.
they took the main guy who was playing Macbeth and made a model of his head.
Yeah,
That's
they
right,
did a
yeah.
casting of his head so that he could hold his severed head on stage.
Yeah.
Or they could hold his severed
I was in class with him at that time, and he was so excited about it.
Uh-huh.
I hope they let him keep the head.
I hope
I
so, too.
don't remember.
I hope they did.
Well,
But
I
yeah,
mean-
no, my senior year was
I
a
mean,
big year.
Can you imagine auditioning for a show and they, at the bottom of the audition sheet, they're like, any special skills? I have a cast of my own head.
Yep.
I don't know any show that I've been in where that would come in handy, but
special
If they
skill.
did a stage adaptation of House on the Hill, the original. I don't know about the remake. Because that one has a severed head in a box. Not a good one. And my favorite part of that is, like, if you haven't watched cheesy early 1970s, late 1960s horror films, it is just very low budget, and they take the head out of the box and just, like, run around with it. No, that's what it is. She finds the head in the box, runs into the living room all distressed, and then like gets upset and it's like, well, if you want to see something, come look at the severed head in my room. Everybody goes down to her room and it's gone.
Man,
Vincent Price was fun.
there needs to be more murder mysteries in the community.
Yeah.
I assume you mean plays and not actual murder mysteries because those are handled by the police and those aren't fun.
Actual murder mysteries are always fun.
Everyone gets locked into the dance
Yes,
academy.
I mean plays.
The dance
because-
academy gets locked overnight and somebody gets murdered.
That's where my love of acting came from.
Okay,
is
but I wanted to do like they did a murder mystery dinner party thing at
Yes.
Evermore,
box.
and I really wanted to go.
Ooh.
I couldn't,
Mighty!
but
Thank you so much for watching.
now we gotta get to a save point.
Nuh-uh.
But yeah, no, murder mysteries are fun.
Yeah.
I think we need to have more murder mysteries done in community theater, but I think everyone needs to be in steampunk attire. Steampunk murder mystery would be dope.
Murder mystery dinner theater,
Yeah, no,
which
for real.
I'm looking into.
Are you?
Oh, and then you murder one of the people eating dinner.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah.
you
Well, you have
could
a
plant
cast
a
member.
cast member in
Yeah.
the audience. I've done that for shows before.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
okay,
I
Daniel.
have to. I'm gonna go back to the save point.
But the next one I think has a save point next to it because
Yeah, but that's a boss fight, and we're at 20 minutes.
Well, but
That one is a boss fight.
the one right before the golden one.
Was that a save point?
No, I think next to the golden one there is a save point.
I can't go to the golden one.
Well, yeah, you have to get through that next one's a boss fight.
I'm pretty sure,
No reason.
because we haven't sealed any of the worlds yet. Which is why we have to fight all this darkness. Here, I'll show. Oh wait, maybe it's a save point. It's a save point.
There you go. Open the chest. Yeah.
Crap.
What?
Daniel,
What?
I don't know if it'll pick up on the microphone, but I just said someone's real name.
Frickin' heck.
I'm sorry.
Make a note.
Okay.
Well, thank you for watching Baird Bros. Please do not like the comments down below. They are made of cardboard. Share this with everyone you love and hate so we can annoy them for you. And tune in next time to see what color shirt Noah wears. Goodbye-bye.
Goodbye bye.
I had come distract Noah so I could pinch his ear.
Oh, no.
Did it work?
Yes. Noah didn't. It worked so well that Noah didn't realize that I had pinched his ear.
I didn't.
Aw.
Yeah.
Kill the cleric!